Okay, peace and blessings, everyone. This is my second time doing this video because messed up the first time. Well, we're gonna go with second time's charm, not third time, because it's late. I gotta get back home. So, my name is Cody Norris. I am a graphic artist out of New Haven, Connecticut. Right now on your screen is a picture of my good friend here where I work at CONCAT, the Connecticut Center for Arts and Technology. This is a picture of Opal. Um, Everybody wave hi to Opal. She's probably bugging because her face is just on the screen right now. Uh, but it's okay. She volunteered, so she knew what was coming. But like I said, I'm a graphic artist out of New Haven, Connecticut, and I've been doing graphic art for quite some years. You know, I do other things too. I do hip hop, poetry, music. But like I said, I do art. I do Photoshop, and I've been doing it for a while. Even here, I teach Photoshop to the children. So I want to start giving out some of the techniques that I've learned over the years to get some really cool effects done. And this is a combination of um, years of reading books and using using YouTube to learn and watching other people's tutorials to develop a style that's of my own. Bruce Lee's motto was take what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is essentially your own. So that is my motto for art as well. Today you are going to learn what I've learned from other people. You're not going to get the stuff that I didn't think was valid, and you are going to get a whole lot of me. So if I stumble this time, I'm not going to start over, and just bear with me. This is my first time doing this tutorial. If you like it, you can find this and many more tutorials to come on my Facebook art page, Cody Norris Arts. That's CODYNORRIS Arts, ARTS. You know, on Facebook. Yeah, because this tutorial Tuesdays. So every Tuesday you're either gonna get a tutorial from me or a tutorial from someone else that I found relevant or I've read somewhere. This is what helped me learn as a graphic artist, and I want to help other people learn as well. So if you're a starting graphic artist, you're about to get kind of an advanced lesson. And if you're not just starting, but you might not have known you could do all this with Photoshop, you're going to get a very cool lesson. It's going to be a very cool technique, and you can apply it in many different ways. And we are just going to get started, okay? Welcome to Tutorial Tuesdays. All right, let's go. All right, so again, this is my friend Opal. Hi, Opal. Now, I use a lot of shortcut keys, but for the sake of those who don't have a Mac, I'm going to be working in shortcut keys and actual click and drag movement. So you're going to learn a bunch of different ways at one time. If anytime I'm going too fast, I'm sorry. Just pause the video, rewind it. That's the great part about YouTube. That's the great part about everything. So here we go, okay? We are going to take this layer. I've already named it base color layer because I want to keep that nice and what it is. All right, so we are going to drag it down here and create another layer. Okay, I always tell the kids, layers, 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 make layers. Okay, Photoshop is all layers. Okay, if you don't make your layers, you're gonna be real mad if you make a mistake and you can only go back so far. Okay, so this is our first layer. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna desaturate that layer. Okay, we're gonna image adjustments, go down to desaturate. So you get a nice black and white image, and then we're gonna make another copy. If you have a Mac, the shortcut command is Command, the key Command and U, or again, you could just drag it down here. Okay, now from here, we are going to go to normal. These are your blending modes in case you didn't know. These are very important in this tutorial, so if you haven't used them before, you're about to get a crash course. We're gonna go to color dodge. Now right now it kind of looks like an overexposed type of photo, and that's not exactly what we want, or is it? Okay, from here, we are going to go make it even worse, and we're going to invert it. Okay, now I know you're thinking this looks crazy. This is exactly what you need right now, despite of what's on your screen. We are going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. I've never heard anybody pronounce this word the same twice. We're going to call it Gaussian Blur. This is what you're going to work with later, and I keep forgetting to change that so you don't see it. But this is going to kind of be what we want now, okay? We're going to up this, something like that. Now, I'm working with a really high-res photo. I don't even know the dimensions of this photo exactly, but it's pretty high-res photo. So your numbers are going to change. If you're working with a low-res photo or a high-res photo, everything is going to change, okay? Resolution is important, and it does affect your tutorial, or you performing this tutorial, this effect on what you're doing. But right now, this is what I'm going to work with, because this is about the effect I want, okay? Now, I know a lot of tutorials that will leave this like this, and they're happy, and this is exactly what they want. This is nowhere near where we're going to finish today, okay? We're going to make a new layer. I'm going to click the little leaflet here. Now, we're going to make like a screen capture shot inside the layers palette. Remember, this is your layers. Now, I don't know what the commands are with this on a, I don't know what the equivalent is up here, but for us, we're going to hold the command key, option key, shift key, and we're going to hit E. So it's going to be command, option, shift, E, and that makes a flat image without losing your layers. See? Now we're going to name this final blend, okay? Because we're going to add that to the top, kind of like icing on the cake. It's going to make it real neat, real cool, okay? Now, so we're back here. Now that we've done this, we don't need this one. So we're going to get rid of this one, okay? You still got the black and white. Again, Command J makes a copy, or you can just drag it down to the leaflet if you don't have a Mac. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to color dodge it. Okay, we're going to invert it. Invert. I just lost my mind. Here we go. We're going to invert it. There we go. And we're going to go back to the Gaussian blur. Okay, but this time we're going to come up with something that's real tight. Remember I said before, we're going to be working with this right here. This is what we want, okay? This is going to be the basis for your sketch. I don't even know if I mentioned before, but we are going to turn this into a sketch, okay? Just in case I didn't mention that before. So this is your basis for your sketch, okay? Now, from here is where we start to have a little bit more fun. Now, I have this little thing right here. It's great. It's wonderful. I don't know how you get that in Photoshop normally. See, I'm just pressing stuff and all kind of things are going crazy. You see that? I don't know how you get that normally, okay? So if somebody does know, you might want to leave it in the comments or something like that. But for right now, we're going to do this. We're going to click on the brush. This is your tool palette, layers palette, tools palette. We're going to go here, and we're going to select this bad boy right here. This is the round fan, stiff, thin bristle brush, okay? Now, this is one of those things I kind of learned on my own, just trying something different, and it gave me great results, and I really love it. Now, this is your opacity for your brush. This is important. You want that opacity down low. I dropped it to about 6. The flow can stay the same. I've done tutorials where I change the flow too, but I like it with the opacity down low like this with this brush, okay? Now, we are going to color on the color dodge layer, okay? Let's just name this color dodge layer, just so you know, okay? We're going to color on this layer. Now, this is your This is your little palette section. You can click here and get different colors and all this stuff like that. We don't need all that. We're going to work with black, so make sure that's selected for your brush, okay? Now, we're going to do, so we're just going to, see? We're just going to draw, okay? Now, the cool thing about this is, I don't know if anybody's seeing that or if you can see that. You see this picture kind of coming to life right now? We're going to go a little crazy. Now, the cool thing about this particular brush is what I really liked is it could add layers without really taking away from the image. And I really, really, really like that. Like with the other brush, it added a lot of heaviness. But with this, you got something that's almost looking like a sketch right now before we even gotten into the more advanced blending techniques and things like that with the various filters. So this is cool, and I'm really liking this right now. Really, 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 really liking it. You can always change the size of the brush to, you know, give you different feels and things like that, you know. But this is going to be basically where we're going to rock with right now, okay? And you can determine, like when you try this on your own, you could determine how much of this you want to do, how much you don't want to do, okay? I'm probably going a little too much right now, but it's okay. It should still work on it, you know? And just to let you know, we're going to get up in here close. See, look at that. That already is starting to like somebody pencil sketched it out, which is great. That's exactly what we want. And a lot of people would stop right here. They add a sharpen on it, and they'd be done. But we're not going to stop right here, okay? We're going to keep pushing it because we like pushing the boundaries, okay? So now we are going to go to our base black and white layer. We're going to make a copy. And this is where it gets real fun, if it's not already fun. We're going to bring this high here. Okay, you can drag it above. Now we're going to go to filter, filter gallery, and we are going to go to glowing edges. As you see, I've done this a couple times, so things are already set. Okay, we're going to get something that looks like this, okay? Now I'm going to drop this edge width here to 1. I like the edge brightness high. I like the smoothness high. Okay, these things do matter, you see. Change different smoothness determines how much you have, how much you don't have. You know, so we're going to keep this pseudo high. I'm going to give it a little bit of edge left to it, just a little bit. A little bit. Keep the edge brightness high. You're going to hit OK. All right. And just for you guys to know, your settings, I put it at 1, 18, and 12. Again, the different size and resolution you're working with is going to determine how everything works out, but we're going to go with it like this. We are going to invert this selection, Command I, or again, you can go to Image, Adjustments, and Invert, okay? And then we are going to take this, and we're going to switch this blending mode, to multiply. Now, as you guys see, from here to here, completely different picture. You're starting to actually get some serious life in this picture right now, okay? Now what else we're going to do is we're going to add a layer mask. Layer masks are very important. It lets you erase things without erasing things, okay? We're going to switch this brush back. Okay, we're going to up this opacity. And then we're just going to get rid of some of these dots here, okay? Just going to get rid of some of these, all right? Now we have a nice little pick form. Remember, when you color on your color dodge layer, how you move your brush determines a lot. I did something right now just quick, but that is important. So if you do this and want to try moving your brush a different way, you absolutely can. But here is your kind of the outline of your sketch where you start to bring it to life. We're also gonna erase some of this on the teeth here, okay? Because we want definition, but some definition we don't need, at least not yet, okay? Now the thing that makes this tutorial really cool is you guys have to, it's the introduction of the shading that makes it important. Is this what makes it important? You can't introduce it too quick or you get something that's just overly dark and it looks fake, okay? So we're going to again make another layer, Command J, or you can drag it down again. We're going to drag it to the top. Now we're here. Now from here, we are going to add a charcoal layer. So we're going to double click, name it charcoal. I don't think that's how you spell charcoal, but we're going to go with it anyway. Right here, we're going to name this layer. We're going to rename this one. We're going to call it stylized because that was the filter we used. Again, when you're getting going, you might not do all this. And I'm telling you right now, it could be a great thing or it could be a pain in the butt. Sometimes it pays to name your layers, especially when you have something like this. So here we go. We're going to go filter. We're going to go filter gallery again. And now we're going to go into some of the other sections. We're going to go into the sketch section. So we're going to select sketch. We're going to go to charcoal. Now, this is already set up for you. At least it's already set up for me. These are my settings, 4, 1, and 50. Now you can change this if you like. See, depending on how you do it, depending on what you get. Now I kept it not low, but kind of in the medium area because too much, you don't want to, again, you don't want to introduce the shading and the brightness too soon, or you'll have something that just doesn't look good. But all these matter. Again, if you want to play with it later, I actually kind of like that at 2. I might keep that. Again, if you want to try later to try something different, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. You're going to hit OK. Now we got this. It's looking kind of a mess right now. But from here, we are going to, again, change the blending option. We're going to change to soft light. Now look at that. From here to here, we got a little bit of life again in the image, which is, again, that's what the shading is. Some people say we don't see light, we see the shadows. So this is what we want to do, and that's looking really good right there. I actually like that. I like it a lot. And again, just in case you don't believe me, we're getting here close. Look at that. Okay? You're starting to get kind of that graphite smudge look, which is really good. Okay? Which is what we want. Sometimes I go in here afterwards and I might clean up some of the areas, you know, because like I said, it's got a lot of brightness to it. And I want to keep some of those bright tones kind of down. So what I'll do is I'll go in with the layer mask, okay? Again, select the black. Black kind of erases things, but white brings things back, okay? I might do a tutorial later about this, but for right now, just trust me. Just to kind of keep some of the other tones down. So here we go. This is looking amazing, and I hope you guys feel the same way. We're going to make another copy, okay? We're going to bring this here. Now we're going to name this one graphic pen. Okay. Now these are all layers that are in Photoshop that people might not use on a regular basis, but if you take the time to learn them, they could really, really, really enhance a lot of what you do. Okay. So we're in the graphic pen. Now you see you got kind of this dotted wash here, okay? The stroke length is important. Now this is going to really change depending on the resolution and size of your image, okay? But lower res images, smaller images, these strokes and the stroke length are much longer than larger images, okay? And you see even with the light and dark, all that changes everything. All that changes everything. We're going to keep this fairly low, okay? I think it originally was 15. I think I had it 15, but okay. Now, you can change the stroke directional length here. See, everything changes. I got right diagonal because I tried it before and I really liked it. So this is where we're going to go with. Again, we're okay. Now, we are going to change this blending mode to multiply. See, it's kind of harsh, so we're going to lower the opacity till about 50. Say 53. We're going to lower the fill. Okay, now look at that. Now I hope everybody's seeing that like I'm seeing it. If you're doing this right on your image, this is great. Now look at that. You see? Look at that. Hope everybody's seeing that. Look at the detail in that. And just in case you think this is a little excessive or this tutorial is too long, this stuff absolutely shows up when you print. It looks amazing in print, okay, just to let you know. So go the extra mile, all right? Trust me, it will definitely pay off. There's other things I like to do. I add another layer mask, and sometimes I like to brush out some of the darkness on the eyes. So if you add color, it makes it seem very bright. But, you know, that's a different tutorial again. So here we go. We're going to make another layer. I know you guys are like, oh, another layer, but you guys should get it by now, okay? We're going to go here. We're going to name this one Chalk and Charcoal, okay? We're going to go back to the filter gallery, Chalk and Charcoal, okay? This is how I got mine set up, 420. Hilarious. But again, depending on how you set it up, depends on what you get, okay? Again, I don't want that much darkness, okay? I want to introduce the shadows subtly. Okay, we're in okay. We're gonna change this to soft light. Bam. It's just more and more layers are just popping out, and this looks more and more amazing every time. More and more amazing, definitely more and more amazing. Okay, now we kind of got the last few steps of the coup de grace. I changed the blending, the opacity just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna make another layer. Now this time we're gonna step out of the sketch, or out of the out of the sketch section. Okay, we're gonna go to brush strokes. We're gonna go to accented edges. Now accented edges is really cool. I came across this one day, and just you can do a lot of very cool effects. And anybody who knows me knows I do a lot of layer blending. So you know, I'm definitely a layer bender. You know, you got your air benders, your water benders. I am a layer bender. So we got this effect right here. I got it set up. Very tiny edge whiffs. I like small edge whiffs, but depending on how you change the edge whiff and the brightness and smoothness, depends on what kind of effect you get on your image. So don't be afraid to try, but for the sake of this tutorial, this is how we're going to do this, okay? And we're here. Now, I know you're thinking that looks like the original image right there, okay? I got in close for this, okay? But what we're going to do is we are going to change this layer bend. I don't remember what I put because I didn't write it down. It might be soft light. Yes. See, it's kind of harsh, but it's not. Does everybody see what I'm seeing? See, again, you're introducing another layer of shadow, shading, without destroying any of the previous, okay? I think I'm gonna drop it just a little bit, the opacity again, just a little, okay? All right, and this is what we have here. And that, to me, already looks very amazing. But again, we are not gonna stop. I think what I'm gonna do is real quick, I'm gonna add a layer mask. I'm gonna go to my brush. I do a lot of airbrushing away, just because again, I don't wanna make the light areas too light. Okay. Does everybody see what I'm doing? Okay. In case you didn't see, all right, we're gonna take a few steps back. Like just look at this area right here. See, it's lighter. You got your black brush. We're just gonna brush away. See? All right. Keep some of that in there. All right. So we're here, which to me, again, it looks amazing. We're gonna do a couple more things to it, okay? Now remember this final layer up here at the very top that you know, we didn't think we were gonna do anything with. We're gonna turn it on. You're gonna activate it, you know, make it visible, not visible. I believe we're gonna go to multiply. Aha. Okay, look at that. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit. Just a little. Look at that. And to me, that's art right there. I love it. Okay. Again, just introducing more and more and more shading and depth and texture to the image. Okay. Now, I hope my friend Opal is watching this, if she could make it through the whole half an hour tutorial, and she's really enjoying this, because I'm enjoying it. But we're going to do one more thing. I'm going to make another copy of the base layer, and as you see, I stopped naming them, and I shouldn't have. This should be extended edges. Okay, there's the final blend. Okay, we made our copy. We're going to bring this up to the top. We're going to name this Stylize Final. We're going to go back to Filter, the Filter Gallery. We're going to go to Stylize, Glowing Edges again. And I think I'm going to up the edge width just a little bit here to 2. Did everybody see that? See what happened? See, every time you up it up, you get different. You see a lot more of the detail coming in because it's finding new edges to highlight. We're gonna lower the smoothness just a little bit, get more of a rougher type of edge. We're gonna hit OK. I'm gonna Command I to invert. Now we're gonna go to multiply. Now look at that. Look at that. We're gonna lower it just a little bit, Okay. We are going to create a layer mask, and we're going to get rid of, again, some of the lines that I don't like on the teeth. Nice, pretty smile. You want it to look nice and pretty, okay? We're going to get closer just so you guys can see. Does everybody see what I'm seeing? There we go. Okay. Now, to me, that's super dope. Super, super, super dope. And this is why I love art, and this is why I love Photoshop. It even picked up on some of the colors in the background, you know. Now, one more thing I'm going to do, since we have the layer mask on, I'm just going to go in here and brush away just some of this. Okay. Now, this is your fine art sketch. Well, I use that word a little too much, but this is your art sketch right here. This is, you know, it's a half an hour to do it, and it's only half an hour because I've been doing this technique for a while to master it, and I hope I saved you guys who are watching some time as well. You learned a new technique. It's free, and it's an amazing, 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 amazing technique. Now, like I said before, I would go back and brush on some of these other layers, some of the color over the eyes, the deepness in the eyes away. So if I did decide to add color, it would just bring a different layer of depth to it, you know. But you can go from here. You can do a lot. Some of you know my artwork. I would cut that out and start adding paint splashes and words and just a bunch of different things to get the effect that I want. I would even add color if I'd like to. I'm not going to show you all that though today, not today. But yeah, so this is your sketch right here. This is my friend Opal, and it went, you know, from this to this, you know. It's a very good job, I must say. So this came out a little better than I thought, but that's from me. You're doing it so much, and even I learned something new making this tutorial today. Just changing the brush that I painted the color dodge layer with changed the whole dynamic of the picture. And the picture wasn't, I mean, she's gorgeous, but the picture, you know, it was a little oversaturated because, again, I'm Captain Oversaturation. You know, Just the lighting wasn't the best, but you know, with a little ingenuity, you can do a lot of great things. And I hope I showed everyone out there who does Photoshop the same, the same type of, the same type of technique and excitement and joy that I get from making this stuff. These are some other images that I've created with similar techniques. You see, I've added color and words. And these were my stages where I started doing the technique. Like, you have no idea how long it took me to perfect this technique. But these are some of the other ways that I've used this technique to get the effects that I've wanted. And again, you changed thickness of lines, or how you saturate your layers and your colors, the deepness of the colors. You get various things. I told you about brushing out some of the deepness in the eyes. And once you add color, you get a real bright, vibrant look. And you see, like I said, add words, paint splashes. Another very good friend of mine, Earth Tone. You just get a lot of different effects depending on how you manipulate this particular tutorial. It does work on still life, and it also works on animals. Like, you could do it in a lot of different ways. But these are just a couple of ways I use this particular technique. I like for the portraits, you know, because it's close, it's personal, it's honest, it's beautiful, you know. And adding a little color can give you a lot of effect. But this is the black and white. I'm not going to add color because that is a whole nother section in itself. Color, exposure, the curves, and things like that is a whole nother level of a tutorial that I might tackle at a different time. Okay? Now, if you like this tutorial, which I hope you all did, share it. Please share. There are other artists out there who are looking for new tutorials all the time with a little something extra to it. You can go to, oh, there's somebody trying to talk to me or liking something. You can go to my Cody Norris Arts page. Here we go, where I have posted my artwork. Jean Grey with the Sufi finger. Friends and other people who have bought my artwork, bought clothing, shared it. You can get here, you'll find the tutorials that I post, the videos. You might even find some video blog stuff where I'm just talking about other amazing artists out there. And my good friend Shauna Melton, who's on Facebook as well. She's awesome. There's another artist that I have met, Sarah Rock, who's a phenomenal MC. I plan on working with her in the future. And this is just artwork. You can go here. Okay, you can find out. There's links to purchase different stuff, different clothing. That's an open mic event I hosted. Fair, a lot of people likes that one. Yeah, I do a lot. And then from here, you can either go there or you can go to my Redbubble page where I have all my artwork posted. You can get prints and iPhone cases and iPod cases and just a whole bunch of super cool, amazing stuff. Okay, here we go. You can get anything as an iPhone. I got some favorites. There's the Common, the hip hop, the event I did, Morgan, it's Erykah Badu. More Erykah Badu stuff will be coming soon. Nina Simone, Gil Scott, Mos, Bus, Muhammad Ali, some original artwork. There's the Lauryn Hill. That one you guys can't see, that's for the adults. You know, Ashe. They got a lot of cool stuff here. You can go there. Or, you know, you can get the iPhone cases. You can get iPad cases, iPod cases. or you can, like I said before, you can get clothing. Just brush over, get really super cool art. Okay, see? More artwork that I've created. And just enjoy, you know? But again, my name is Cody Norris. Um, Again, you can find me as Cody, I think it's Cody Leviticus Norris on Facebook. That's my personal page. Cody Norris Arts is where you'll find my artwork on Facebook as well, where it's just art and art related things. Um, and yeah, there'll be a lot more coming soon. My blog will be coming soon. My newsletter will be coming soon. I hope everybody who this reaches will join the newsletter, join the blog, especially if you're an up and coming artist. Um, Especially if you're an artist, because I'll be giving away a lot of good stuff soon to come. And yeah, like, share, and I think I am done. Again, Cody Norris Arts on Facebook, Cody Leviticus Norris. You go to Redbubble, type in Cody Norris, and you'll find me. And my YouTube page should be coming soon, where I'll be posting this stuff too. So that sounds like that. You guys have an amazing, awesome night, amazing and awesome day, and welcome to and goodbye from Tutorial Tuesdays. Have a good day, y'all. Ashe, Hotep, Shalom, peace.